student constitution. It's a long document, very confusing, hard to get on the first try. Now, I personally believe in a system where people are allowed to have voices. I think people should have the opportunity to work and upgrade the Constitution as much as they'd like. Now, where I really think is it needs to be brought on the ballot and students need to vote on it. We can change it and propose it as much as we want, but until the majority of students have their say, there's no use in changing it. All right, thank you.
Last one for this question is Son.
Yes, son.
Better today, tomorrow.
So first thing I feel sorry for solving this whole issue for more than 3 years. Is basically what I get. Second thing is, I think Yolanda, she covered everything I will say, and I yield my time.
So a lot of students would be somewhat hard pressed to explain what the Senate does. So what do you see as its most important function?
First up is Luis Perez.
Our most important function is to serve our constituents, which is ASPSU, and the community at large, regardless of whatever twists and ties we have internally over the Constitution and so on. I think that senators need to prioritize their work with the community at PSU and their community at large, because that is what's really important.
Next up is Gregory.
So in my opinion, government serves to improve the quality of life for its citizens. Student government is no different. In the end, the Senate, SFC, President, Vice President, their entire role is to improve the academic quality of the school, the life on campus of the school, the culture the school has, and really nothing else matters, because those students are the ones providing their student fee money to us. They're the ones who are affected by those issues, and well, the Senate and everything else just serves to serve them.
Patrick.
Go Patrick.
So first of all, I echo Gregory's point. We need to be serving our constituents, our students. I would also argue that one important function of student government is to encourage our student body to be civically engaged. We want to have students involved in government, our government and the state government and the federal government, both now and in the future. That's why we register people to vote. That's why we get people to vote via ASPSU. That's important to me.
Good job, Patrick.
Jefferson.
All right, sort of to echo what other people have said, but I think as a senator, you're attempting to serve as a conduit between the student body and the administration and faculty, and to voice the problems of the students, but also to do that in a way in conjunction with other senators. So you really have to be able to bridge the gap between yourself and people who might not necessarily share your same opinions, but do it in a way that has the most favorable result for students.
Bobby.
Bobby's in class.
Was that?
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Victoria.
Go Victoria.
Coming into ASPSU and being a current senator, I see that there's many challenges that that the position has currently. And in my vision for the future, I look to bring that kind of inclusivity and to bridge that gap between the student government and the student body and the staff and faculty. I think that we are all here, and I know that we are all here because we have dreams and we have goals, and we look to one another to fulfill what we look to progress as individually and as a community. And it really takes one another and hearing out one another and to be team oriented and to support one another, direct one another. And in that, I look to bring that two-way street where we as Students for a Better Tomorrow Today, we look to come to the student body and also have the student body come to us, being approachable, being social, and bringing on these events that people gain awareness and we all work for it together.
Good job, Victoria. New question.
All right, so I'm sure most of you are aware of the situation with the new PSU Board of Trustees. Some within the OSA and other past ASPSU officers have been concerned about the new board and believe that it may be a threat to the existing shared governance standards at PSU. My question is, how do you plan to look out for students' interests and priorities in this new era of the PSU Board of Trustees?
First up is Melinda.
All right, well, I actually am not as well educated on this as I'd like to be, considering that I'm a transfer student, and this all kind of happened at the beginning of the semester when I was still trying to find a place to go in. So for the most part, what I understand is that this board that was made up and they have established it so that these the board can work with the administration in order to make sure that shared governance is happening. And you can cover what the question was.
Yeah, how do you plan to look out for students' interests and priorities in this new era of the PSU Board of Trustees?
Well, for the most part, just being able to get students into the Senate area and speak and be able to have them come to the Senate meetings and be able to have their voice heard to the senators and representation. That is the one that would be taking those voices onto the board would be the best place to do that. So more advertisement for Student Senate, more advertisement for public forums when there is going to be any sort of involvement with administration so students can have that voice to speak. And yeah, just having a place for individuals to speak with their administration.
Andrew.